Hello guys. So let's start with VM Oracle VM machine creation in this video. So this is the Oracle VM box. These are the machines which I am using currently. These are the virtual machines which I have created and been using on the same version of Linux. Let's start with the virtual machine creation. So we'll be clicking on new. So here we have to give the name of the machine, prod aura. So let's name it as prod aura test, prod aura 1. And our this is the location where you can mention where you want these files to be saved. So I have this location where I generally save the files. So ours, the type of OS, it is Linux, and the version is Oracle and 64-bit. So what is the memory? This means the RAM, the virtual RAM which we want to allocate. So this RAM would be allocated from the actual RAM which we have. This is the RAM which I have on my desktop installed on my desktop. So I can take whatever size I want. So let me take 8 GB. Then we'll create a virtual hard disk now only. So let's click on create. Then it will ask for some basic stuff. This is the so I'll rename these files as OS, this VDI file as OS. So because we'll be adding some more disks, some more virtual hard disk, which would be used for Oracle installation and ASM disk groups and other things. So I'll keep this as 70 GB. So let it be dynamically allocated. What does this dynamically allocated is, as we go on in using the space, it would be actually taking the disk space on the machine on our desktop hard disk space. So we have this guided mode and we have just the simple one. So if we click on this, it will ask for it will give us this thing. We can select virtual box disk image or virtual machine disk image or virtual hard disk. Then it will ask what type of allocation you want, dynamically allocated or fixed size. Then this one we have to rename this as 72 GB. Then create. See, our machine is created. So we have to do some changes on this machine. Let's do those also. Now click on the settings. Then coming from the general tab, we have to check the name type and OS type and version. Then go to the advanced. So change it to bidirectional. So what does this mean is we can copy the files from here to there, and from virtual machine to our desktop, and from our desktop to virtual machine. Okay, these all are not needed. So let's go to system. So we don't use floppy drives, so not needed. We only use optical drives, and we can push it down. Optical drive and hard drive, we have only these two which are being attached to our motherboard. Okay, then coming to processor, we can give number of CPUs. I have 8 CPUs, so I can give up to 4 CPUs. I'll give 2 CPUs. Acceleration, I'm not sure what it is, so I don't change anything. Then comes with the display. You can increase this video memory. I have 128 MB. We can do that. I have two. Uh, so we can increase this scaling factor so that the overall area when we start the virtual machine, it shows a little bigger one. Then coming to the storage, so we are this is our actual storage where we are going to add create the install the Linux. Okay, so we'll add some more disks right now so that we don't have to redo the same thing again and again. Let's go here. So this will add the on the controller, this will add the hard disk. So what I'll do is first click on this and add hard disk, then click on create. We can go through this guided method, or we can choose expert mode where we'll be directly getting here. GIOH. Okay, I'll give this as 100 GB. Okay. Create. If you can see, it got created here. Double click it here, then you'll see it here. Again, let's add one more disk. Create. CRS data. It would be 25 GB. Create. One more. Create for FRA. This is 15 GB should be enough for FRA for a test environment. Next, we'll add one more disk from CRS. This would be 5 GB. If we create a rack environment later, so I'm just adding the disk before only. So we have all our disks already added. Now coming to audio, if we want audio, we can have it, or else we can disable it just by clicking. So coming to the main part, network part. So here we have, for adapter 1 we'll be choosing the bridged adapter, and Prometheus mode will allow all. Then coming to bridge 2, we'll select host only adapter, and we'll select this first one. Here also will allow all the VMs. So we have two adapters, network cards attached. Remaining all you can do it as ever you wish. And this shared folder, this is one of the important thing. So add a new shared folder. This, by adding this, we'll be able to select one of the locations from our desktop PC to be accessed on the Linux machine. This would be the folder name, and this OS. Okay, this would be access would be full, and auto mount is yes. Okay, so here we have to add the drive where we want to the one which we are using to install the Linux. So by clicking on this, by keeping your mouse here, the kind of storage part, optical drive, this one, it will ask us to either create a disk image or choose a disk file. We have to go for choose a disk file as we already downloaded the file. I downloaded it somewhere. Let me check that. Let me search those files here. Yeah, this is the file which I am looking for. So now this is done. Now our let's end this video. In the next video we'll see how to complete the installation. I'm stopping this video right now. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you.